adds to the.
You are correct. It is an event. Andrew Hemingway.
Again,
and once more, and probably will be in the future. I want to say in advance, thank you for taking a couple minutes with GraniteGrok.
It's my pleasure.
Now, you've been away for a while. You've been busy with running campaigns on the digital side for
Newt Gingrich for president.
Well, unfortunately, didn't quite pan out the way you wanted.
Did not work out as we had planned.
But you still had fun.
It was an amazing experience, yes.
Well, we'll have to talk to you about that at some point.
Definitely.
But right now, we're kind of focusing in on your button. You know, your button has something there that's kind of different. And that's kind of the reason why we're here right now. Tell us about it.
Well, my button says that I am for RG. For RG is a new PAC that we just created. It stands for a Republican governor. And we have decided that it's absolutely imperative for the people of New Hampshire that we have a Republican in the corner office.
Why?
Well, when you consider the massive growth of the government over the last 8 years under John Lynch, the Democrat, when you consider the amount of spending, the amount of debt, all of these things, the invasion of personal liberty is a huge issue here in New Hampshire at this point because we've had a Democrat in the corner office. And we have the opportunity in Ovid Montaigne and Kevin Smith to be able to really roll back a lot of that, to be able to help support. Right to work is one of the biggest issues, I think, on our agenda. It would attract new business to New Hampshire, it would lower costs, it would increase the tax base. A lot of reasons why right to work should happen. And John Lynch, the Democrat, has vetoed it, even though it's come through both the House and Senate. So we are for a Republican governor for New Hampshire.
So are you going to be advocating for both of the principals right now in the Republican primary, both for Kevin and Obert at the same time? Or are you going to be holding back until the nomination is set in concrete?
Yeah, in the primary, what we're going to be really doing is what I think the GraniteGrok is really well known for, which is smacking the Democrats. That's our plan.
Okay. Anything in particular that you have in mind that you can share with us right now?
Well, we're working on a number of different fronts. Obviously, we have a pretty deep digital background, and we'll be using any and all of those talents to.
Did you just say abusing? Abusing those talents?
We may be abusing those talents, yes. We'll be using those talents. And I think that, especially in the primary, we'll be going after the Democrats. They are an unbelievable, group of Democrats running on the left side. They're very, very extreme. Maggie Hassan, the creator of the LLC tax, creator of Maggie Care. You thought Obamacare was bad. You should read what Maggie Care was. Jackie Cilley. It's really pretty amazing. So we're going to be going after them and making sure the people of New Hampshire know exactly who these clowns are.
You mean to tell me, Andrew, that you would actually use that word extremists when talking about those folks?
They are extremists. I mean, they absolutely are extremists. When you look at, the position that New Hampshire's taken over the last 155 years, I mean, very few number of those years have been under Democrat control, and when they have, they've been catastrophes, disasters, and it's time we stop it. Put the steering wheel back into the hand of Republicans.
Well, let me ask you this. A lot of people call the Tea Party extremists, and I just point to the Constitution, be it New Hampshire or the U.S. Constitution, and ask, what part of this are you against? Because this is what the Tea Party is for.
Right.
Those folks that you mentioned are progressives, self-proclaimed progressives, and in fact, so far they seem to be wanting to out-progress each other.
Yeah.
So my question is, in your mind as chair of the 4RG, how many of their stances actually can be brought back to a constitutional stance? What in their issues that they're running on are actually constitutional?
This word constitution, I'm not familiar with this term.
Constitution.
Is this a document that we've based our government and society on?
A little bit. It's oftentimes called the building block of all of our laws.
Yeah, I don't know.
And philosophies.
I'm going to have to check with Maggie and Jackie if they've heard of this Constitution that you're referring to. I'm not sure.
That bad, huh?
It's pretty bad. I mean, when you look at the policies and the legislation that they've put forward during their terms in the Senate, both of them, it's very, very bad. It's laughable when you really consider it, when you say, listen, if our standard is the Constitution, which it is and should be, when you compare their positions to the Constitution, it's laughable.
When can we expect to start seeing them hit upon the head and shoulders from 4RG?
Look, this morning we sent out an email to several thousand New Hampshire Republicans and independents talking about Maggie's involvement in the LLC tax.
And I did receive that, by the way.
See, there we go. We also put in a little fundraising appeal in there as well. You know, everything we're doing, you know, costs money. We asked for $4 for RG. Get it?
Cute.
Right?
Cute.
Our website's 4rg.org. We just launched a new website, so we've got some things going on there. And continuing, it's going to be an ongoing barrage of attacks over the summer. It's going to be fun.
Attacks. You know, Obama has Attack Watch.
Yeah.
I guess you're going to be the attack dog here in New Hampshire.
Yeah, I mean, I'm wearing a red tie. I'm like on camera saying, look, we're going to be attacking. So I hope somebody adds me to the website. That'd be fantastic.
Well, very good. I have an idea, Andrew, that you and I will be talking quite a bit in the future.
I think that could happen.
Because we tend to run into each other, sometimes literally at all of these kinds of events.
Yes.
And we'll have some better questions for you.
Sounds good.
Very
Look
good.
forward to it.
So if people want to know what you're doing and help you do it or help you do more of it, where do they go?
4rg.org.
Well, very good. Andrew Hemingway, thank you very much for taking a few minutes with GraniteGrok.
My pleasure.
GrokTV.